everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. I have so much progress to show you with my Necromancer cosplay for BlizzCon this year, and I've got my trusty assistant here. Hi, Leia. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. First, I'm sorry I look like a hot mess. I normally try to dress up for this. Well, whatever. I have, like I said, a lot of progress that I've done this week. First, I guess let's start with the 3D printing. I'm currently in the process of printing the helmet, at least the helmet portion of the actual helm. So I've got this much done so far. I'm currently waiting for the back part to finish, but it's looking pretty good. I ran into some issues with a new material I was trying, and it just came out, it just wasn't as good as I'd hoped, and that's what I get for choosing a non-proprietary filament for my 3D printer. It's, you know, lesson learned. That said, I'm very, very happy with the progress that I have made with this helmet, and I cannot wait for the other two parts to finish printing so that I can assemble the whole thing. On top of that, I went back and I reapproached the way the face or the mouth area of the helmet is looking. It's still not 100% where I want it to be, but I feel like I'm getting closer to where the look that I'm after. It looked a little too cartoony for my taste, so this will help alleviate that. Aside from that, the other portion of the helmet is the visor. The visor I chose to make from Worbla. I did this because it was such a weird, complex shape. I didn't want to commission it out. I just really wanted to make this. Plus, it has so much detail on it. I just wanted to do all of it by hand. So I've already formed the base layer, the base shape for the visor. It fits on here, and it'll fit over this as well. It seems to be about the right size for everything that I have printed so far. So I'm very happy with that. The other thing is the medallion. So the costume actually has several of these little medallions on it in various places and in various shapes and sizes too. Some of them are kind of large and others are small. I 3D modeled this all by myself, so I'm really, really ecstatic how it came out. And I went back. I also used a product called XTC 3D. If you haven't heard of it, it's basically like, it's like a glossy layer to smooth out the surface, right? Think of it as like a primer, sort of. I don't know how to describe it. I just know it's clear, and it basically hides all the 3D printing kind of like geometry that sometimes shows up, and it looks great. I went back with the gold foil, and so I'm pretty much done with this piece. It's going to be going on the shoulders, so we're all set with that. So the next thing I worked on was the gloves. I've never made gloves before, and the last time I tried to make them, they were, well, I did actually try to make them once, and they looked terrible. They were so bad. I couldn't even get my hand into the... So I ended up taking an existing glove that I had left over from a different cosplay, and I deconstructed it and used it as a template to create this new one. So this is basically made like a professional glove because it's patterned after a professional glove, so money saved. The last thing I've been working on this week has been pattern making for the armor. So I ran out of filament, I want to say like a couple days ago, and so I've been waiting for more to arrive. So in the meantime, I've been working on all the patterns and things that I need to make the rest of the costume, right? So this is just an example, but I started with Adobe Illustrator and some reference art, and I went very carefully creating all the lines and kind of tracing out the general shape of everything. So I know basically what this is going to be, like the hip armor, for example. So I know basically what I need in terms of shape. I'm going to make this from Worbla, so I've already started cutting my foam. So this is the base of the hip armor, and once I'm ready, I will be putting Worbla on here and all the details and stuff and getting it all situated and making it look all pro status. But for a little while it's gonna look kind of rough, so it's in the rough stage. It is what it is. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to comment, please leave a comment below. And if you want to keep up with my costume shenanigans, my dog's eating food, please hit that subscribe button. And I promise you'll get some really cool content leading up to BlizzCon. I will be updating every step of the way, so you get to see how I'm making this costume from the ground up. All right, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.